This video is about the artworks I made in 2025. So let's start with one of my best works. I found the frame in the trash. The work was created with oil paints and palette knives. It invites you in a world between nature and drug intoxication. A slightly paranoid feeling of boundless connectedness. It took about 5 days to complete this artwork. Then we continue with the work I made on a wood panel. It was one of my last works of 2025. Was created in a bridge outside during a period of self-loss and alcohol. Was a pretty heavy time and I'm not over it. The next work was created during the cancer diagnosis of my ex-girlfriend's mother and the ever-present fear of illness. Fear is also an illness. A feeling of being sick from illness. It's like a self-feeding cycle. Last day I made another painting under the bridge in pain. It was in the beginning of last year. Created outside and deals with the difference of opinions among fellow human beings or within oneself triggered by fellow human beings. It was made with black and white acrylic paint and brushes in one session. The next one is a really time-consuming one and a pretty detailed one. It's my surreal interpretation of Adam and Eve in a world of hybrid beings. In this world I used acrylic paints, and first time I worked with artist ink. The work we continue with is a pretty personal one. I created it during my nursing home shifts. It deals with the transition of an Alzheimer patient going from the what we call normal world to what I call only their world. Everything seems to pick a one in a world that is only theirs. This is by far the most important work I created last year, during the most emotionally difficult period in my life. One of my beloved dogs was diagnosed with cancer. I knew we only had a short time left together, so I enjoyed every moment of freedom with him. Walking the dog to escape the death is the title of the work. Rest in peace, my beloved. Rest in peace. The next work was created retrospectively after a delusional state. I walked in a different reality for weeks, driven by thoughts of self-destruction, unsure if this feeling would ever stop. I was so scared. It won't stop. All I wanted is to dissolve. Glad this time is over. The last work in my video here is also the last from 2025. It deals with male socialization in an increasingly feminist world and the emancipation of one's own toxic behavior patterns. The work was created doing withdrawal, using acrylic paints and toilet paper. Thanks for watching.